Hello everyone. In today's video, I am going to discuss about modular exponential. In the sense, most of the times while doing some mathematical operation, we might have come across a situation wherein we need to calculate values as 9 to the power of 680 mod 51, or I can say 7 to the power of 560 mod 561, or 24 to the power of 496 mod 29, something like this. Now in this case, even with the help of the calculator also, it is quite difficult and challenging to compute this value. We generally do lot of circles to calculate this value. What we may do is sometimes we may, most of them, 9 to the power of half of this is 340. 9 to the power of 340 mod 51 1, and we divide this. We follow a divide and conquer approach and try to get the solution. But most of the times this is quite difficult. Why it is difficult? Because after calculating 9 to the power of 340 mod 15, I should multiply this once again into 9 to the power of 340 mod 51. Now challenging part is how to find 9 to the power of 340. We again divide that 9 to the power of 340 as 9 to the power of 170, and 9 to the power of 170 needs to be divided further, and so on. Now, in order to avoid all this complication, what we can do is we can come up with an algorithm. We can come up with an algorithm which uses the concept of squaring, and it easily calculates the value of a to the power of b mod n. Whatever the value of a, b, and n it is, the algorithm easily calculates the value of a to the power of b mod n. Now in today's video, I am going to discuss one such algorithm by name modular exponential, wherein the input are a, b, and n, and it finds the value of a to the power of b mod n. Let me consider a simple example wherein I need to find the value of 7 to the power of 560 mod 561. In the sense, I need to find the value of this. Let me denote the value of this as a d. d is equal to a to the power of b mod n. That means I need to find the value of d. Now in order to find the value of d, what is the value of a? A is 7, b is 560, and n is equal to 561. Now, and this is the algorithm that we are supposed to follow to find the value of a to the power of b mod n. Now in this algorithm, I am using an auxiliary variable by name b, and one more auxiliary variable by name bi's, wherein bi is basically the binary representation of b. Now if you see, the algorithm starts with initializing c is equal to 0 and d is equal to 1, and let bk minus 1, bk minus 2 up to b naught be the binary representation of b. Now what is the value of b here? B value is 560. First I need to get the binary representation of b. So let's calculate the binary representation. 560 by 2 is 280. Remainder is 0. 140. Remainder is 0. 2. This is 75. 240, 70, 0, 235, remainder is 0, 217, remainder is 1, 28, remainder is 1, 24, remainder is 0, 22, remainder is 0, 21, remainder is 0. Now what is the binary representation of this? The binary representation of this is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. After one, how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So note that this is the binary representation. Binary representation of 560. So I have got this value. let b k minus 1. Now what is this? This is b0, b1, b2, b3, b4, b5, b6, b7, b8 and b9. So k is having a value of 9. So let I am taking an for loop running from k down to 0. Now what we will do? Let me have a value of I value running from 9 down to 0. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. 1 and 0. So this is my I. Now what are my BIs? Now my BI is this. BI is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 followed by 4 zeros. Now I need to calculate the value of C. C, and finally with the help of C I need to find D. Now I need to find the value of C and D. Note that in this for loop, if BI is 1, this is the calculation that I am supposed to do. If BIs are not 1, so this is how I need to calculate the value of C and D. There are two things. So now BI is equal to 1, so this step. C is equal to C plus 1. What is the value of C? C is equal to 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. D value is D into A. D value was 1. 1 into A. A was 7. 1 into 7 is 7. 7 mod 561. 7 mod 561 is 7. Done. Next, BI is 0. So now if BI is 0, this case. C is equal to 2C. C is 1. 2 into 1 is 2. 2. Now my D is 7 into 7. 7 into 7. 49 mod 561 is 49. Next, C, my BI is 0. This one. 2 into C. 2 into 2 is 4. Next, D into D. D into D is 49 into 49. Let me calculate that value. 49 square. 49 into 49 mod 561. This value is 157. Now coming to this value, it is 0. Now it is this part. So it is 4 into 2, 8. Now D is 157 into 157. 157 into 157 mod 561. If you calculate that value, that value will be 526. Next, now my BI is 1. Please note that my BI is 1. If BI is 1, my C value will be C plus 1. C plus 1. C value was 8. Now, C value would have been, when the for loop would have been, when I have come for the next iteration, my C value would have been 2 into C. That means 2 into 8 was 16. Now, 16 and now my B is equal to 1. 16 plus 1 is 17. This was 17. Now I need to calculate my D values with this equation. That is 526 into 7. Let me calculate. It is 526 into 7 mod 561. If you note, the value, you get this value as 160. 160. Now go for the next value. This is 1 once again. So 17 into 2 is 34. 34 plus 1 is 35. 35. Now 35. Now I need to calculate my D value. It is 160. 160 into 7. 160 into 7. 160 into A value is 7. Is 7. Mod 561. Mod 561. If you see, you'll get this value as 241. 241. Similarly, if you calculate the other values, this will be 70. This is 140. This is 280. This is 540. And this values will be 241, 298, 166, 67, and 1. If you find with the help of this table, you can find that, you can calculate that how much a to the power of 7 to the power of b. B is nothing but this. This is my temporary b. That is 540 mod 561 is 1. Similarly, I can find that 7 to the power of 70. 7 to the power of 70 mod 561 is nothing but 298. This is very useful whenever we are using the RSA algorithm in case of the cryptography. Generally, in case of encryption and decryption, encryption is done with the help of the message multiplied E number of times, wherein E is the encryption key followed by mod phi of n. And similarly, decryption is done with the help of the decrypted value multiplied d times mod phi of n. Now, in that particular case, this will be very useful. This is how we perform the modular exponential, or how we solve this type of equation with the help of this algorithm. Hope this was clear. Thank you.